Okay, welcome back to the E-wing edition of Rebel Scale. Just got this in today from a very special friend. They were able to snag me one in Canada, and just looking at it, it's an awesome little model. I'm also kind of glad today that I was able to beat Kevin Tanner to the punch and get my review in early, but I am going to be nice. I'm going to let him go through all the differences between the new one and the old Action Fleet version. As you can tell, there's a significant difference in size, but this one is the older version with the 3 cannons that came from the Dark Horse comics and the Dark Empire novel. This one, the newer one that they created for the Ahsoka series, is a good bit different. It's smaller overall. The droid is actually exposed in this one, and overall, I actually like this new version better. I like that it doesn't have the cannon on top. I really like the overall design of the canopy. It looks really cool, and it's not like an X-wing clone. It looks like its own type of fighter, and I still think we've got like some proton torpedo launchers or maybe heavy lasers, ion cannons, something underneath there that, you know, also adds some additional fire alongside the main laser cannons, and you still get those huge engines that they look really cool. Very nicely painted. MGS did a very good job. I really want to get the blue one. The blue one's the next one that I hope to get in as part of my pre-order, but I was very glad to be able to get this one in early. Scale-wise, if we're going by the original scale of the E-wing, then this one is 1/88 scale. But I don't think that's necessarily accurate because this seems like an overall smaller fighter, so this is probably closer to 72nd scale. It certainly seems that way looking at the pilot. Real quick, you've got what looks like an earlier R series of droid. It does not look like the R7 type of droid that comes with the Action Fleet E-wing, or that you see in some of the comics and stuff. The whole canopy pops up, which I wish it was just that front half. But it is cool though that you get the whole thing that pops up, and then you get to see this whole interior right there. Like, that's really cool. Detail on the helmet. Obviously, this is just a repainted X-wing pilot, but some really nice detail on the helmet with the Firebird, Starbird, Phoenix logo right there. That's really cool. It does have a very sharp click, but so far I haven't broken anything. Knock on wood. Let's see. It's got the little pop-out button for the R unit, for your astromech. The landing gear is really nicely done. It blends into the body, I think, really nicely. These are a little finicky to get out. I found that you really do have to like get your thumbnail like right along that edge right there to really pull it out. The front one was just fine with me. Like, that one seems perfect. I really like this design. For the card, you've got, and I tried my trick, and another guy mentioned this today about invoked me to talk about using a heat gun to remove it. It sort of works. I mean, I still have some issues, especially along this side. I think I got a little too anxious with it, but that's just a really cool card. That interceptor right there is just really awesome. I wish I could have done better at getting the plastic removed. Now, a few things I want to quickly talk about that I think are so cool about this thing. I think the ILM designers did a really good job at designing this. I think they took their time, and I wish I had like a little pointer device. I realize I don't have a pointer device, so hold on. I'm gonna make a pointer device. There. Now I have a pointer. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit here. So, I really like all of the greeblies and detail that they put on here, but there's a few things in particular that I think are very interesting. First is this little piece right there. If you guys can see that right there, that is a tank hatch. There's the tank hatch. I'm hoping that that is showing up okay and not focusing on my finger. There's the tank hatch. There it is on the model. And I'm hoping again that that is focusing right there. But that's a hatch to a World War II tank. German World War II tank. And they modeled that. I mean, that looks exactly the same to me, the way that they modeled that. This piece here. Let's see if I can get that to focus. You freaking... Okay, right there. That piece. That... I know that part. I have that part somewhere. I can't find it. I wanted to show it off, but that's another tank part that I recognize. A lot of these little like details in here, like that right there, this little hatch right there, the FW-190 propeller aircraft, German aircraft from World War II, has a hatch just like that on it. That little hook right there, it's 2 weld points and a hook on top. I have that part somewhere. Again, it's a little triangular, 2 welds on bottom, bolts on bottom, and a hook on top. I think that's what they modeled that after. But the best one by far that shows that ILM knew what they were doing when creating this is that piece right there. That piece right there I recognized almost immediately when I started looking at this. That piece is from the famous Tamiya flak kit, the 20mm flak kit. It's this piece right there. See if I can get that to focus. Yeah, there you go. That is a very, very famous part, and they modeled that into the E-wing. If I can get it to focus again, right there. Right there. That part, if you don't know where that's from, that is from the AT-AT. They are all over the sides of the AT-AT. They bought hundreds of these Tamiya kits right here. They took those pieces and put them along the edges of the AT-AT. Now they appear in other places too, if it will focus. There it goes. Still having trouble. They put them in other places too, but I mean that's almost scaled the same. I mean, it's the exact. It's got the slope, the cutout. It's got everything. That to me is just really cool that they took the time to add that level of detail and to model details based on old model kits that were available in the 70s and 80s. It's a really neat thing to see, and it shows that they really cared about this design, even though you only see it in the one episode for, just a few minutes. It's just, I don't know. It makes me very happy as a modeler and as somebody that appreciates what went into the original Star Wars models. It makes me appreciate when they take the time to do something like that, where you have details that are not just random shapes, or not just stuff that's drawn on. It's stuff that was taken directly from the models and created in a 3D environment and then put onto the actual ship itself. Anyway, I think this is a great little model. If I can find some of those other pieces, I may include that in the video or in a second video, but honestly, this one is just really cool to me. So I hope you guys enjoy. Keep in mind that I'm still doing the Flex Your Ginivex, the custom Ginivex project. Those are going to be due on December 7th. And I do have that big vault set that I talked about in the earlier video that my mind is blanking on right now. But it's in the previous video. Check it out. That's going out to whoever does the best one. I have a whole panel of judges that'll judge those guys. So please buy up some Ginivex Starfighters, customize them however you want, make them look cool, make them look better than how they are, but please just take them off the shelves so that we can get some more stuff on there. Anyway, thank you guys. Take care.